Oh, I'm here. Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
You
I'm here.
decided to join us today, Chris.
Sorry, I had shit to take care of, dude.
You have
So,
shit to take care of until 6:30. At
no,
6:30, you're in that chair in front of that microphone thinking happy thoughts about my penis.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a new episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
no, Chris.
And today we got count them, two movies that are at the wonderful world that you can go watch out there in all the viewing world of either streaming or theater,
Yeah.
or Chris's backyard. You can go watch them in Chris's backyard. You won't mind.
I know. Come.
He'll set up a projector. You can sit there right on his porch.
Yeah, you've been there a few times when I've done that. So.
Yeah. And you can hang out with his chickens. I mean, there's plenty of cock to hang out with at Chris's house.
Yeah, I mean, the chickens are all hens, but yes.
Sure. Ruin the experience, Chris. Gosh. But anyway, today, two movies that we're talking about. First, Prime Video came out with a movie a couple of weeks ago. For some reason, Chris really wanted to do two documentary movies this week. That was Chris. These are both Chris's picks. I had no choice.
I gave you two choices and you never got back to me, so I made an executive decision.
And believe me, everybody, my thoughts weren't on what movies am I choosing for the podcast in the last, how many days has it been now? Like 13 days, 11 days? How many days since I've seen you last? Talk to you.
It's been 9 days. 9 days.
9 days. So since then, I've been to the bottom part of Texas. I've killed, I don't know what's going on. I think I buried a body out in Texas, dude. I think it was right next to where you grew up.
That's
anyway,
the exhibit that happens when you're being charged for murder.
Anyway, the first movie that we'll be talking about is The Burial, featuring none other than Two-Face himself, Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah, that's definitely the wrong button, bro.
A lab report from Austin on that boy by the highway.
What was a bullet?
There wasn't no bullet.
Wasn't no bullet.
Yes, sir. There wasn't none.
Well, Wendell, with all due respect, that don't make a lot of sense.
No, sir.
You said entry wound in the forehead, no exit wound.
Yes, sir.
You telling me he shot this boy in the head and then went digging around in there with a pocket knife?
Oh, sir, I don't want to picture that.
I don't either.
And the fresh end that there for you, Sheriff.
Yeah, Noreen, you better have.
Rangers in the DEA are headed back out to the scene this morning. You gonna join them?
Any new bodies accumulated out there?
No, sir.
Well, then I guess I can skip it. And then went digging around in there.
My mama would leave me by myself.
Yeah, but yeah, that was from No Country.
That's a pretty long clip, man. It got to the point where I thought I was watching Killer of the Flower Moon again.
Sorry.
Anyway, also starring in this movie, The Burial, Jamie Foxx.
I recall a man who had me kill another man in front of his son, and he didn't bat an eye. You remember that?
Yeah, of course I remember.
What you said was that this is my world. And in my world, you gotta get dirty. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting dirty.
That is from Django Unchained.
Ah, what kind of unchangement did it do?
Well, I don't know what you're doing. Who's next in this movie, dude?
Was anyone else in this?
Jurnee.
I'm looking at the list. Give me a second. Stop yelling at me. Jurnee Smollett.
My mama would leave me by myself all the time. Say she was going to church. But even then I knew that was a lie. She always came home, usually with some new man hanging on her arm. Till one day she didn't.
That's from Lovecraft Country.
Yes, which was a great show. Too bad we'll never see that again.
I know. It's what shows we'll never see again. Who else in this one? Really?
I don't want you yelling at me, bro. If you can just stop yelling at me today, like you're very aggressive. What's going on?
I'm aggressive. I'm pretty.
Are you?
I'm pretty jazz radio friendly right now. So.
Also in this movie, Mamoudou Athie.
Did you ever see the skeleton dance? The one where the skeletons come out of the graves? Anyway, he made a tape out of my favorite parts and gave it to me for my birthday.
What happened to it?
I smashed it with a baseball bat.
Yeah. So what's up, Matt and Patterson?
I know, right? I was trying to do the chat overlay, but it's not overlaying. It's just allowing me to put it there. Nice city guy. Boom. Jump in, bro. We're having a good time. We just started. Anyway, that is the people for the burial. Now,
I do have an extra one if you want it.
I don't want an extra one. Let's move to the next thing. I already got to talk about a half an hour about a fucking movie that took 17 hours of my fucking life away.
Calm down.
Anyway.
Calm down.
Anyway, the next movie, the longest fucking movie you'll ever watch in your entire existence on the planet Earth, that'll make you so bored you'll cry. Killers of the... I'm just kidding. It won't. It's not so boring. It will make you cry. It is Killers of the Flower Moon, featuring the great, the legendary, the man who, like, if it wasn't for him, movies and cinema just would not exist. The one, the only, and I hope you grabbed one of the best movies he ever did. I want Oscar-winning movie. You better picked it.
We'll see.
Robert De Niro.
Fancy talk for a whore. Fancy talk. Oh, yeah. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. I got friends in this town, and they tell me things. And I found out some guy down at that campaign headquarters, he found you a job in Washington, D.C. You're going to run off with him, aren't you, Miss Whore? Aren't you, Miss Whore?
You are pathetic.
Miss Whore, liar, liar, whore, and you know it.
So that is from A Boy Story. I picked it because Leo is also in that movie.
Oh. I thought you'd pick like Deer Hunter, Raging Bull, or Taxi, or like, you know.
I wanted to pick something that they could be tied in with another actor he's worked with before.
Ah, okay. The other actor he's talking about is the one that's in every Martin Scorcese movie. In fact, that's one of the facts you'll see playing across the screen later today, and that is the wonderful Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's fucking it. You stop drinking right now. All right? Make a promise to yourself you're going to stop fucking drinking. You that little fucking girl. You're going to show that goddamn Jim Stacy. You're going to show all of them on that goddamn fucking set who the fuck Rick Dalton is. All right? Let me tell you something. You don't get these lines right. I'm going to blow your fucking brains out tonight. All right? Your brains are going to be splattered all over your goddamn pool.
And that's from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes, that was a great movie. And then Lily Gladstone was in this film.
What do you want?
Danny saw you up at the camp.
So what? Bet you didn't know Towie was slinging dope for Boo.
Who told you that?
You did know. You found out she was dealing, you didn't tell me?
It's an open investigation. I didn't tell you because I knew you'd do some stupid shit like this.
Well, what's your move? Seriously, JJ, what's your fucking move? As far as I can tell, I'm the only one out there looking.
And that's from a Dance Party. It's pretty new, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. You're right. You just stopped in the middle of something.
Yes.
Oh my god.
No, I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know what's going on anymore. All right.
Pick it up, dude. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So was that it? Was that all the people?
No, there's one more person in this.
Is there?
Yeah, it's
I'm
boo.
sorry. Your
boo.
thing broke. Your thing went down. So that's why I froze.
Mm-hmm.
And the other person is, when you don't have Leo or you want to place Leo, here's his lookalike, Jesse Plemons.
On the way home, I was gonna get us some pizza, a couple large pies, Maybe a 6-pack of beer? Some ice cold beer. Does that sound good? Because you earned it today. You definitely did.
That is from El Camino.
El Camino.
I had a much longer version of that clip, but Neil's bitching me about the length of the clip, so I just cut it where it sounded good.
I mean, we're just only trying to do an hour today, not a whole 17 hours.
Oh, is it because next week you're doing the Marvels and it will take, I don't know, 3 hours to get through?
I feel like this episode definitely took me more hours than what Marvel's going to be taking me. But, Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
You can find us online today. You can find us online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're at w2mnet.com. It's W2M as in moviesnet.com. You'll find our podcast there, around a bunch of other ones that people have done. They're great. We can also, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter, MTS Podcast, and Instagram, MTS Podcast. Hey, if you guys want to give us a few, $1 or $2, go to patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. You'll find us there. Go to bonfire.com/moviesdon'tsuck and something new. You'll find merch, like what Neil's wearing a shirt. There's shit those news. And wherever you listen to podcasts, go ahead and subscribe. That way you don't have to look for us. It'll just be there waiting for you. Neil, who are we talking about today?
Today we have a local business from the Tulsa area that are good friends of mine. In fact, if you go to this bar, there is a 1 out of 7 day chance that you're going to see me in this bar. And that is the one, the only, known as Tulsa's own, the Brook Alley. Now, the Brook Alley has been around literally since the early 1900s. It is one of the most famous bars in the entire United States for one bar sport. You know what that bar sport is, Chris?
Is it darts?
No.
What is it?
The most professional shuffleboards in the entire United States of America. They have had these shuffleboards for decades. They have shuffleboard tournaments every Tuesday and Friday evening. Literally, these are like pristine, dude. Like, these aren't the kind you see at the VFW, man. These are beautiful, beautiful boards. Now, not just do you get beautiful boards for shuffleboard, but guess what else you get, Chris?
What's that?
Beautiful women that are bartenders. The women of the lovely Brook Alley are some of the most beautiful bartenders in all of Tulsa area. They make some of the greatest drinks. They are just fabbing like a mofo.
Is that your friend Logan? Right there.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's just some random guy taking a picture with a beer in his hand that is happy with his Chicago Cubs shirt that he might have got at a Wrigley Field stadium I was standing next to him at. But this is just another bar in the local Tulsa area. They got pool tables. They now have a bunch of dart boards that they pay $3,700 for each one. I don't know how I know that, but literally it is some of the best drinks, cheap drinks, and good people. And you can smoke inside. So there is all the above. Literally, if you are in Tulsa, go to the Brook Alley. It is located at the place I would be reading you if I kept the page up, 4726 South Peoria Avenue. It is open at 2 a.m. Literally some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Come on down, have a good time. The Brook Alley, Tulsa.
All right.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about it. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with. You ready for this?
Question. When I was getting in my car today to come to the podcast, I was doing this sort of thing.
He'll keep calling me. He'll keep calling me until I come over. He'll make me feel guilty. This is ridiculous, okay? I'll go.
That's what I did.
You're a Ferris Bueller, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, I know why you pulled that, because he was in the burial.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to talk about it. Let's get it done and over with. And yes, I'll answer all your freaking questions. I was the Flintlock Club champion this past weekend.
Nice.
For a whole 12 minutes. It felt great. I was amazed. The Flintlock Club is the Pirate Ship Pro Wrestling Group. They were amazing. They were good guys.
You were the champion for 12 minutes. What happened 12 minutes after that? You got the belt.
A guy beat me in a pudding licking contest.
Pudding licking. Okay.
Yeah, it was a pudding shot, and we had to lick out the cup, and I lost by like half a second.
I'm sorry, pal.
Yeah, it was. I'm with a fleet called Pirates of the Bleeding Maiden, which is great. There's our flag.
Yeah.
This is what Skull Island, where I was at all weekend, looks like from the outside.
Nice.
Yeah, somebody built that in the middle of fucking southern Texas. That's where we were getting drunk, doing crazy shit. Like, okay, so one night you had to do a table where you put out alcohol and stuff like that, and you serve people. No, because my team does are not your normal group. We put a table of water and Tums out.
Yeah.
And our shot was a Jello shot, like it was a Jello mold, and we took it to their tables.
Nice.
I know somebody was moving in that picture, but it's the only picture of our table. In fact, the tent, right? If you see behind the person that's blurry, you can see me, and that's my tent right, that I slept in all weekend.
Did someone bring their RV there?
Yeah. A lot of people bring RVs. That's our flag for the sky. And I wanted to show you a couple pictures too that I thought you would be cool about. First, here's my crew, except for minus my wife, who was not in the picture at the time.
Daniel was in this photo.
Yeah. Well, and a couple of them. I mean, we partied for a while, so and sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm going to show you a couple pictures. I want you to tell me what they have in common. Okay. Here's one.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, don't say what it is. Just see what it is. Okay. There's two. Okay. And there's three. Now, with those three pictures, what was the theme?
It was pirates, not right?
No, pirates. It's always pirates because we're pirates. But what was the theme?
Vampire pirates.
No.
What? Okay, go show me again.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you have to tell me?
Lost Boys.
Oh, nice.
It was Neverland was the theme.
Yeah.
So you got a guy who's dressed up like Robin Williams from Hook.
Yeah.
All right. You have oh gosh, what the heck's his name? He's the one that becomes the leader at the end.
I don't know.
We suck. Yeah. How do we not know this? We are movies that don't suck and some that do. We are literally a movie podcast. How would you not know one of the main characters in the movie?
Are we talking about the Lost Boys?
Thud Butt.
Okay.
And then, of course, these two Lost Boys.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny because that's the captain, that's the king of the pirates. And when we went up, I was just sitting there on the bench. I was like, "Oh, you're fucking Lost Boys! I get it." And everybody at the bench at the same time was like, "I was wondering why you're dressed like a vampire." None of them got it.
So I was wondering did you have Chinese food that turned out to be maggots?
No, they did not. I asked for the maggots. They did not have the maggots. All right, let's talk about The Burial.
The Burial was directed by Maggie Betts. Maggie Betts directed The Burial. She's directed such other things as The Carrier and the Noviate and Ingram, which are all shorts. But this is her first big movie. This stars the amazing Tommy Lee Jones.
The lab reports from Austin on that boy by the highway.
What was a bullet?
There wasn't no bullet.
Wasn't no bullet.
Also, Jamie Foxx.
I recall a man who had me kill another man in front of his son.
It also stars Jurnee Smollett.
My mama would leave me by myself all the time.
Mamoudou Athie.
Did you ever see the skeleton dance?
And also Alan Ruck.
He'll keep calling me. He'll keep calling me.
You know, what's the storyline for The Burial?
The Burial, the storyline.
Come on, dude.
I didn't set it up. Give me a second. It's loading. It's not my fault. It was loading. I was on this page. It's on.
Yeah.
Inspired by true events, when a handshake deal goes sour, funeral home owner Jurnee O'Keefe, Academy Award-winning Tommy Lee Jones, enlists charismatic, smooth-talking attorney Willie E. Gary, Academy Award-winning Jamie Foxx, to save his family business. Tempers flare and laughter ensues as the unlikely pair bound while exposing the corporate corporation, the corrupt corporate
corruption.
Yes, the exposed. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As the unlikely pair bound while exposing corrupt corruption and racial injustice in this inspirational triumph story.
Yeah, so this is a legal drama, legal comedy, legal drama, right?
Yeah.
It was on Netflix. I was worried that it might be a little dry, but I actually really enjoyed this.
It was really good. Yeah. I had a good time. This movie was good, but the problem is with this movie,
right,
is that I could tell it was for somebody else.
Who do you think it was for? Was it for old people? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, there was another person that was supposed to be in this movie, and they were not. And as soon as I find it, yep, here it is. Tommy Lee Jones was not supposed to be the guy.
But he was so good.
It was supposed to be the great Harrison Ford.
So you think that Harrison Ford would have done a better job than Tommy Lee Jones in this?
I really do, because I think Jamie Foxx knew his part.
Well, Jamie Foxx, that like honestly, like Willie Jones is kind of, or William Gary Willie Gary's kind of like Jamie Foxx, like just so kind of the same.
Yeah, it was just up like 105.
But
like Jamie Foxx.
But I thought Tommy Lee Jones did a good job. I like it. Tommy Lee Jones.
I think he did too, because I mean, to be honest, it was him being an old guy.
Well, Harrison Ford would be the old guy.
And he's he's good as a cranky old guy. But right now, I think Harrison Ford is just such on a kick that I would have loved to see Harrison Ford, because Harrison Ford, for some reason right now, his comedy is just ridiculous, especially with shows like the one where he's the psychic, not psychic, but the shrink. The Shrink. What's the name of that show? I watch it I've watched the entire season of it.
I don't know, dude.
Gosh dang it, we are not good this week, bro. We need to bring our A game next week.
I think maybe we're both out.
No. Don't.
It's called shrinking.
Shrinking. All right. But still, your job is to help me out here, bro.
Yeah, dude.
All right. You're supposed to. We're a team, bro. We're not just me. It's not Neil by himself.
I'm kind of disagreeing with you when I think Harrison Ford would have done a better job than this.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that because you hate Harrison Ford?
No, I like Harrison Ford. I like Tommy Lee Jones. I think I just like seeing Tommy Lee Jones and shit because he's not been in a while lately.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of old. He's getting up there.
He's 75, and I think that Harrison Ford's older than he is.
Yeah, Harrison Ford is older than he is, but does that matter? Because Harrison Ford is just like a beautiful man.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones does not age as well as Harrison Ford has. But,
Harrison Ford has that awesome earring that you can go and play with.
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, he has an earring. Yeah, but did you wear an earring, by the way? Did you get one this weekend?
What's that?
Did you have an earring this weekend?
I wore an earring. I wore 2 earrings. I had big 2 loops.
Were they? Do you have piercings?
Yeah, I've had piercings. I have had over. See, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, come on! You had eyebrow piercings.
7, 8, 9, 10. I had a back neck piercing once. I had the back of my neck pierced because everybody was getting all the shit I had. Yeah. So I was like, I gotta be different than them. They can't have the same thing.
You had eyebrow piercings? Oh man. All right.
Yeah, man, I try to do everything. Okay, let's see if I have more facts. I have a whole bunch of more facts. There we go. But this movie was really good. The two of them actually worked great together. The movie was, again, this is a biography. You can go look up the story. It's a true story. In fact, I have a couple pictures to show you, Chris, if you didn't look them up yourself.
Of course I don't look up. I do.
You don't look up shit anymore. You don't do anything. You just show up here. There's Jamie Foxx with the actual William Gary. He is actually in the movie too.
He was talking to him about the church, right?
The real Willie Gary makes an appearance at 2 hours and 29 seconds in the end credits when Jamie Foxx as Willie Gary passes him in the hall to court and tells Foxx Willie Gary he wants to be just like him when he grows up. Also, here's a picture of the original. That is Mr. O'Keefe himself.
He's got a cloudy eye, didn't he?
Well, I mean, this is like right before he passed in 2016.
Okay, gotcha.
I like the picture with him holding up a picture of old him.
Yeah. You mean young him, or whatever
young
it was?
Him. I mean, like, yeah, back in the day when he was a pilot and stuff like that. But this movie had heart. This movie had
laughter.
Laughter. This movie.
It was a crowd pleaser. It
was.
It hit all the right beats as you want to in a drama. And not saying that. This was. You and I both knew how it was going to turn out, because you don't make a movie about something like this unless they're trying to upset you. But like you said, it's a triumph of a movie. You are happy at the end. You feel like you feel just the way, and that's how all legal dramas, legal movies sort of make you feel.
Right, and that's the whole point of this film. This film was to inform you about how these people took over the government. Took out one of the biggest corporation scams of all time, which was just amazeballs. I wish that could happen more, especially these days, but it's never going to happen again. Let's just be honest. The government's all owned by corporations. They're all owned by Republicans.
Neil's being so fucking just. Are you okay, dude?
No, I'm great. How you doing?
It's not like you're so upset about everything.
Maybe I am. I don't know. I took a nap. I should be fine.
I'm just
sad that the world is all going to hell.
Let's see. One good thing about this is that Jamie Foxx.
And this movie reminded me of that. It just reminded me that. And anyway, but this movie was really good. It was really good. It was about the small man taking on the big man, and man, it was great. It's easy to find. It's on Amazon, on Prime. Is that how you say it?
On
Prime.
Yeah, Prime Video.
Is it Prime Video? Yes. Jamie Lee Foxx.
Amazing.
Jamie Lee Foxx is the best. Yeah. And Tommy Lee Jones.
Jamie Lee Foxx.
I said that like twice. I was waiting if you're gonna catch it.
Are you okay, dude? Are you still tired?
No, I could be, dude. It's been exhausting. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's break it down. Come on.
All right. The acting was good. The only thing was somewhere in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it lost a little. It lost a step.
Was it a little too long for you?
No. This one was perfectly fine. It's 2 hours is the perfect set time for a movie. Anything longer than 2 hours, and you're really stretching it to get my attention. You're really stretching it, and especially if I have to sit in a theater, you're really stretching it. We'll talk about that.
We will. Niels has a bladder for a small child, so.
No, that is not true, sir. I did not have to pee once in any movie over 3 hours that we have watched the entire run of our podcast.
Okay.
But anyway, but yeah, I was a really huge fan of this, and I love Tommy Lee Jones as the old man. I think Tommy Lee Jones made himself look more frail and older than he wanted to. But to be honest, I don't think Harrison Ford, after looking pictures and seeing interviews with the original guy, I know exactly who should have been the actor to play the part. And after I think what ruined the movie for me a little bit is seeing the pictures and how the guy
why
and seeing the original guy,
because it was nothing like. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
you know who should have played him?
Who's that?
John freaking Goodman. John Goodman should have played him.
John Goodman's like quite old.
Let me show you a picture of him again.
Okay, right.
Look at this dude. Look at this dude.
Yeah, I guess I see that.
He was tall and big. So that's why he was a good funeral because he was good at embalming bodies because he could pick them up so easily.
I don't know if that what makes a good funeral home director, but yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're also nice, but I mean, yeah, but I mean, like he was.
I really liked the guy who played Ray Loewen. He just played a douchebag so well.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was in Joker's Detective Garrity and Troll's Slave as Radburn, so he's obviously going to be just a shithead. But,
Amanda Warren was good. Amanda Warren was good, but that's not what I was talking about. Jurnee Smollett, she was great.
Jurnee Smollett was great. Yeah,
yeah.
The movie didn't make it seem like this sort of had a little bit of sexual chemistry between the two.
At a moment I was just like, oh, that's kind of weird since they're both married.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, Willie's like in love with his wife. I'm like, this is getting a little too weird for me. If they do this, it's gonna upset me. Alexander Payne, though, I'm glad to hear you was attached to this. I'm actually seeing The Holdovers on Friday because they're Friday off. Because it's
what is it?
Alexander Payne directed The Holdovers. He also directed The Descendants, which we talked about for a little bit. He also directed Election, and Alexander Payne, he directed The Holdovers. Comes out this week. I'm gonna watch it.
What's a holdover?
It's a movie. They call The Holdovers.
Oh, the one we're doing next week.
We're doing The Killer and The Marvels next week.
What's The Killer?
The Killer is fucking David Fincher's new movie on Netflix.
God, we've got to do another David Finch. All right,
another. I don't think we've done one on the show yet. Oh yeah, we did. What's that one about Citizen Kane? Fuck how. But David Fincher's
Red Rum.
No, we're doing David Fincher's new movie. I cannot wait. It's a Michael Fassbender. That is we have to do it. So
we have to do it. We have to get butt naked and do it.
Okay. Do you have quotes for this?
Yeah, of course I got quotes for it because I do my job.
Fuck you! I do my job too.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm sorry. I love you. You got the clips this week too.
Yeah.
When God calls you, you have to answer. I'm just checking in on you. I'm still allowed to do that, right? Wasted toe up from the flow up. Come on, we are going to Canada. I put myself in a portion for what I call the golden era of death.
Mm-hmm.
The longest to stall, the more you're screwed. If somebody tries to take advantage of you and you know it, it don't matter how old you are. That guy reeks of good old boy bigotry. What's wrong with you? You're lost. Yeah, I lost your damn mind. I'm talking Johnny motherfucking Cochran.
If don't fit, you must have quit.
You look like $10 million fucking dollars, Willie. I'm not talking bullshit. I'm talking some Jean-Claude Van Damme shit. Did he just say $100 million? Mike, anybody tell you have the balls the size of a garden slug? We got out blacked and out womaned. I wrote sloppy for a while. Mm-hmm. I'm reading a few of them and I can't understand. Because they messed with the one thing I have, that's all I have, and that's to leave something for my family when I'm gone. I don't think war is something to be celebrated. Was that the first time you ever apologized like that? Yeah, it was. Well, my wife helped me with that, the wording.
Oh fuck, dude. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's
got,
wrong?
No, keep going. This is only we need to talk about it. I'm so excited.
Something just happened? Are you like ignoring me and just went
keep,
to the
keep fucking going. Keep going, dude.
Like, is it like take one history and just? It's like taking one history and just putting it on top of another and another and another. That's good money. 1.2 billion. Wait a minute. 1.2 billion? I thought you said million. But no, you said billion. And I just need one thing. And I just need one thing and one thing answered. Did it ever bother you? No.
Fuck, dude. Okay, dude. This movie, to me, it's a. I'm gonna go ahead and say like 3.9. That's what I'm going. This one. It wasn't amazing, but it was really good. And it's just made me feel good inside.
11 pages of quotes for the next movie, Chris.
But we'll don't do them all. But
all of them. I'm doing all of them. If I had to sit through a 5-hour movie in a movie theater,
you didn't have to. You could have said no. I'm good, but you know.
How could I say no? We review movies. How could I not say no to anyway?
Okay, calm down, dude. You need to calm down.
3.9 is what you give it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go a little lower than you, and that's just because somewhere in the middle, it seemed a little lost for for a good 20 minutes, but then it found its footing again. And that's my only problem with this movie. It has nothing to do with the acting or the actors, like I said earlier.
I want to talk about real quick Mamoudou. I thought he was really good. He's showing up in everything. And I
Mamoudou is great. Like the cast is great. I am not. Earlier I was just saying that just because we have to
like
say
Harrison
stuff.
Ford,
but yeah. But I'm gonna give it 3.8 just because literally there's like 20 minutes in this movie where I was like, man, it kind of lost its it didn't know. I don't know if it was the editing. I don't know what it was, but there's like a good 10 to 20 minutes there that I just felt like it lost its feeling.
So just so you guys know, if you do the drinking game, Neil is 1 point below me, which means you have to take a drink. So
you gotta take a drink, but you gotta do it butt naked.
I didn't know that was part of it, but
I just I was hanging out with pirates all weekend, bro. I don't know.
Did you get naked? Well, did you do pirate stuff? Did you dance around the fire nude, eating like?
Yeah, that's like one of the things you do, bro.
All right, cool times.
Why do you think it's 21 and over, bro? All
right, all right. So I'm on RottenTomatoes.com right now. If you guys don't know, I give Neil a chance to do the guess the audience score and guess the critic score. He doesn't get anything for getting it right, just the satisfaction that he is a Nostradamus like. So Neil, what is the audience score for The Burial?
The audience score, I'm gonna have to give them props. I think they're gonna go. I'm gonna say 78%.
83%.
Oh, I was close.
Okay, so I'm looking at the critic score. What is the critic score for The Burial on Rotten Tomatoes?
62.
It's certified fresh at 91%.
Oh, no shit. Way to go, guys.
Critics' consensus is a solid courtroom drama led by a pair of nicely contrasted performances. The Burial hits expected genre beats and remains a crowd-pleasing treat at every turn. I'll read about it if you're doing a good review. Does that work for you?
Yeah, go for it. Okay. Always.
So, from Morgan Shawnette at the William at Week, he says, The Burial is earnest and emotional enough to please the many a crowd, but ends up being a stale, stilted, and cliched, stripped down south. Whatever. And this is from Dwight Brown at dwightbrowninc.com, a top critic. He says, Fox is almost giddy as the gospel-spirited, gaudy dressing, cliched spewing of tyranny is out of his league, but fighting to the final verdict. Frankly, this is the actor's best performance since Ray. So there's a lot of praise on Jamie Foxx's performance in this. And
what the fuck did you just say? What words just came out of your goddamn mouth?
I said that this is
who said that?
Dwight Brown. You want another one? I'll read another one.
No, I'm gonna go look at his shit right now and blow that one apart.
You don't think Jamie Foxx is good in this?
No, I know he's good in this, but to say that this is the best movie since Ray,
Oh, you're
okay. He did Django Unchained after Ray. He did Law Abiding Citizen after Ray. Baby Driver, Day Shift. He did Strays, which is one of the best movies of the year. Like fucking A, man.
I'm waiting to see your end of your list. It's probably going to drive me nuts.
Well, I mean, Strays can't be in it because we never reviewed it. That would be number one.
We can talk. We can talk about the race Strays if you want.
No, it's only got to be the movies we review, bro. That's the rule.
All right, fine.
You're the one that made the fucking rule.
I didn't make that rule. I don't think so.
Yeah, you did 3 years ago.
Whatever. I don't care.
Soul. He did Soul after that. Project Powers. Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, come on.
Well, we just did.
That's the best movie he ever did. White House Down.
Okay, calm down with the White House Down and the Law Abiding Citizen. But they cloned Tyrone. He was in that and he was great.
Horrible Bosses.
Calm down, dude.
Motherfuck Jones. Come on. You don't remember Motherfuck Jones?
Do you remember They Cloned Tyrone? Do you remember that from just a movie that we talked about? How much we liked about earlier this year? But,
oh yeah, dude, that's the shit. That's some good stuff.
Okay, but Neil, I think we're ready for news, but you need to check the news real quick. I'll give you some time because something amazing just happened. You need to check what's happening.
What just happened? Are you married?
No.
Did you get married finally?
No. Check the news and you'll know what I'm talking about. But
I'm not checking the news. You want me to check the news itself?
I can just tell you what happened if you want.
No. I'll do it. Movie news. Go right now. We'll go to the main one I use.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to hit the news.
All right,
music.
open it up. Let's do it. The first thing. Yeah. I see.
Okay.
Yeah. I will open up with that one, bro. You are 100%. Because I had a. Well, wait a minute. He can't just put them. I gotta do stuff. What the fuck, bro?
So
you always do this to me. You're like, I don't know why you're not ready.
It's just that.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do it normally.
Okay,
Take
fine.
A deep breath.
Fine.
Relax. All right. Now the music. This is The Movies Don't Suck and some of the news, which actually at this exact moment, we're going to call it breaking news, just like how I break Chris's balls.
All right, Neil, what is the big news?
The big news is really reported literally 16 minutes ago. So why we were on recording this and Chris kept on giving me bullshit over on my shit earlier. The actor strike is over. SAG, AFRTAR, and AMPTP have reached a tentative deal. SAG, AFRTRA has approved an agreement to end the ongoing strike, bringing relief to Hollywood and allowing stalled projects to finally move forward. Negotiations practically surrendering the use of artificial intelligence have been a sticking point for the Actors Guild. Fran Dresser's unique negotiating style included holding a heart-shaped plush toy seemed to have worked in reaching the negotiations. Now, since I haven't read this article, I can't tell you what the agreement is.
But I can tell you that.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm trying to read it. All right. As by Variety, the deal will see most minimums increase by 7%, which is 2% more than the received by the WGA when their strike ended last month. Further details about how they deal with the impact, highly impossible use of AI, something that caused a major sticking point in the negotiations, are yet to be revealed. So they have not revealed that point yet, but they are raising 7% from 2% on the streaming stuff. So that's cool.
Yeah, the strike ends tonight at 12:01. So
nice.
Yeah.
So no more strike. So half the stories I just pulled up mean bullshit.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let me.
Well, I couldn't be happier.
Thank you for that, Chris.
No, you gotta be excited too, right?
You know, that is awesome, to be honest, because I can't wait. I can't wait because one of the major things that have been holding back a lot of stuff is the fact that the actor strike.
Now Beetlejuice 2 is coming out on schedule. So
yeah, I mean, everything will start popping out left and right. Now you're gonna hear all the movies.
And me and
all
Neil
in
will
one.
not be able to fucking catch up at all.
Yeah, we're gonna probably have to do like 4 movies an episode, and that's just the way it's gonna have to go.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
And there's nothing Chris can do about it, or if
Well,
we do.
To be fair, Neil's the only bitch about the time he doesn't have every time we talk about movies.
No. I can do streaming movies. I just can't do movies at the theater. That's the problem.
Just get in your car and
because
drive there.
I live in Tulsa, where they don't start showing movies till 3:00 in the afternoon, and they stop showing movies at 10:00.
It's true. I have Friday off. It's a bank holiday. I'm going to see a movie 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. So
you always want to see stuff. I feel like you always want to see stuff just to throw at my face.
No. But I did see that screen unseen thing on Monday. You were back in town, but on Monday that screen unseen in my tour of the country for AMC, and I saw.
Oh my god! It took.
Nice little win. So
it took so long to drive. How far is that drive?
From here, from where?
From the southern Texas. You've driven it like 100 times.
I don't
right?
drive that. I've only driven to Corpus, so in Austin. So it's only drive though. It's not a whole lot to see. To be honest.
Give me 1 second.
Mm.
Oh no, I realize that all my pages are frozen up right now. I did that quick thing. Oh, it's because I got all these other pages open too. Yeah. All right.
I know. Let's do this.
Kevin Feige wants you to know that there's still an upcoming MCU project fronted by Scarlett Johansson is still happening. The Mysterious Project is still happening. It's still coming. We did not discuss that at the retreat. It's the truth. We're doing a project with Scarlett. I love Robert. He's part of the family, but in terms of returning, we'll have to see.
I'm wondering if the return of this...
Black Widow's still probably going to pop in.
So you think we like Black Widow coming back, like brought back to life, or like a Gandalf the Grey type situation? Well, you read the shit, right? Like you would have an idea, maybe, right?
He's just saying that Scarlett Johansson is in an unnamed, unpronounced fucking movie coming up in the future.
Fine, dude. All right, fine.
That's all he said.
All right.
Gwyneth Paltrow says the only way that she would return to acting is if there's only one person in the world that can convince her to come back to acting.
Can I guess the person?
Sure.
Is it Quentin Tarantino?
No.
Is it Marty Scorcese?
Mm-mm.
Is it director at all?
Mm-mm.
Oh, actor, director? Like, did you both?
Yeah, we'll go actor, director.
Is it George Clooney?
No, better.
Okay, tell me who it is, because I can't guess anymore.
Robert Downey Jr.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. They've been best friends for since they're teenagers.
Piper. So do you think that he's just not show up in the doors like, I got the perfect script and the perfect role for you. Come back. She's like, yes. Or
no, it'll just be.
Would it be a Marvel movie?
No, it'll just be like, hey, dude, go back to acting, bitch, and she'll go back to acting.
So I gotta be honest, I wouldn't miss her that much. But hey, whatever.
I don't even remember what movie she was in besides the
Iron Man
movie.
Oh, Charlotte Howell.
Oh, Seven.
Oh yeah, what did you show?
Pretty Little Head in the box. What's in the box?
What's in the box? But she was in Charlotte Howell, right?
Oh yeah. I gotta go back and watch that shit.
That movie's stupid as fuck.
I got food being prepared for me somewhere.
Calm down, dude. We're here, and let's keep going.
I know. Okay, cool. Leo DiCaprio is reportedly attached to a Paul Thomas Anderson.
What? Really? I'm excited.
Yes. The movie plot details have started to emerge now. Let's see. I saw it earlier. He states that Regina Hall is attached to play D.L. Casson, a character from a novel called Vineland. Who is a martial arts expert and ninja. She's the daughter of a military family that moves around the world. While in Japan, she is approached by a martial arts instructor who teaches her the secret ways of the ninja, including how to kill with a touch that takes a year to work. She is recruited by mobster Ralph Alvio to assassinate Brock Vaughn while posing as a prostitute, but accidentally gives the death touch to Takaishi Fumada, who has been sent to Vaughn's place after the plot was discovered. That sounds awesome. So she does the touch that will kill someone a year later.
Do you remember that episode of Batman, the animated series, where Bruce was trying to do the touch to man, what's the guy's name? The beard.
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, so Ra's al Ghul, they're like in an underground lair, and they're both trying to do that touch to each other. You remember that Batman animated series episode? So I'd go around using 2 fingers on my brother after that episode, trying to do that touch to him, just fucking around.
That's so mean. Your twin was beaten as a child.
I was beaten too. So it's okay.
No. You were definitely the abuser.
Oh, come on.
Anyway.
You don't know that for a fact.
Oh, I'm kidding. Chris doesn't abuse anything but his chickens. Anyway.
And my penis.
Anyway. Live action. Okay, here we go.
I'm ready.
They got it. They got the rights. They're doing it. It's a video game. What video game have we always wanted to see come to life? It's finally coming to life. It is 100% official.
What is it? Pac-Man, right?
One of the oldest video game series of all times.
So is it Pac-Man?
Probably only second to Super Mario Brothers. What?
Is it Pac-Man? Are they really doing a Pac-Man movie?
No. They already did Pac-Man. It's called Pixels.
Oh yeah. Fucking Donkey. Well, not Donkey Kong, right? I mean, it's stupid because
no, not Donkey Kong. This is going to be a live action humans playing the parts.
Tell me what it is, man. I'm curious.
Link, he come to town to save the Princess Zelda. The Legend of Zelda has finally moved forward. Nintendo confirms a live-action adaptation of Legend of Zelda is in the work with director Wes Ball, generating high anticipation among fans. The Legend of Zelda is one of Nintendo's most successful titles, with over 30 games released and expensive world building, making the perfect film franchise. Nintendo has other film projects in the pipeline, including a new Super Mario Brothers sequel, an adaptation of Luigi's Mansion, and one that you just mentioned, Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay. Well, so I am a big fan of the Legend of Zelda series, giant fan, and so I'm apprehensive but curious, you know. So
yes,
I want to hear more.
I will love to see which way they go with it. To be honest, I want them to go Nintendo, the new Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch. I want to go with those stories because Breath of the Wild. I haven't even played Twilight yet. That's my next game to buy.
Tears of the Kingdom, dude. Oh my god. Oh
Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't played it yet. Haven't even played it yet. Don't even know.
Okay.
Well, you haven't played Jedi Survivor, so I don't know how good of a human being you can call yourself. Anyway, Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas has hit a milestone 30 years later.
What is it?
On its 30th anniversary re-release.
I can't believe 30 years old. Fuck.
The Nightmare Before Christmas has finally surpassed $100 million at the box office.
Oh, because they had released finally. I remember when I was a kid and it came out and I rented it. My dad wasn't too happy with me renting it, but I did anyway. And that for Christmas. I can't believe it's 30 years old, man. I cannot believe it. You're right, man.
I mean, yeah. Well, I have a cat that for some reason, since we were gone and since we came back, is really loud at meowing. So if you hear meowing in the back, let me know, and I'll go squirt him with a squirt.
I couldn't hear him, but have you given him enough love when you get back? Because he's probably missed you guys.
Yes, I've done everything, dude. Right. Believe me. I love my animals. My animals are my buddies. I mean, obviously, I like hairy things I can pet. Look at Chris. Anyway,
I'm hairless right now.
Dune: The Sisterhood Max. Dune: The Sisterhood Max is now going to be retitled Dune Prophecy. So the Max series Dune: The Sisterhood, a prequel to the Dune movies, is now going to be called Dune Prophecy.
I don't hear the cats, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know, but I think I took a lot of shrooms this weekend. Anyway, Peanuts, the cartoon, is now being developed by Apple as an original featured film starring Snoopy, Charlie Brown, and the rest of the gang.
I guess, man. I guess I gotta be honest. I'm not super excited about that. Not that I dislike the Peanuts at all. It's just that I'm not sure that I was clamoring for more Peanuts to watch.
Oh, everybody was. With their unmatched library of Peanuts titles and award-winning collection of stories that brings kids and families together, Apple TV Plus is the permanent home of Snoopy and Friends and offers a world-class selection of series and films featuring the most globally cherished animated characters. We can't wait for everyone's to experience this new heartwarming new adventure with Snoopy, Charlie Brown, and the gang in the big city.
The big city. Okay.
Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
He's done. He fucking doesn't want to do anything else.
Okay.
Until he can do a sequel to This Is 40. That's right. He wants to bring the Rudd Man back. He wants to bring Leslie Mann back. I don't know. Who's Leslie Mann?
That's his wife.
I know. I just figured. Anyway, that's funny. Anyway, he wants to do This Is 50.
So I've kind of waited till I was 40 to watch This Is 40. I'm sure you've seen it, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course I watched the sequel to Knocked Up.
Okay. Yeah, this is for, so he wants to do This Is 50. Okay. Honestly, yeah, whatever. Do it, dude. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for anything Judd does. Honestly.
Yeah. The director of Terrifier, Damien Leon, wants you to know that Terrifier 4 will probably be the end of Art the Clown.
Okay. I mean, he's done so much as it is. I'm not too upset.
He says his goal might change in the future, but let's be honest. Art the Clown, if he finishes it at 4, is going to be bought out by a big studio.
And they'll do another Art the Clown.
And they're just going to make 105 of them.
Well, I mean,
look at Hellraiser, look at Michael Myers, look at Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's sets the Peacock streaming record with a blockbuster premiere.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Not only has it surpassed every movie ever or anything ever seen on Peacock, it has literally passed everything. It has passed. In the first day, it had more views than WrestleMania last year,
That's fucking
which
crazy.
is also on Peacock. Yes. Not only is the number one thing ever. So you're going to get like 20 new Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's just be honest. And the first weekend, how much did it make, Chris? How much do you think Five Nights at Freddy's made at the theater? Even though people can see it for free at freaking on Peacock.
Neil, tell me.
$158 million. It made more than Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas for the last 30 years in one weekend.
Well, yeah, it was a giant movie. I wonder if it woke up people to the fact that that theaters are still going strong when it comes to IP people care about. You know, like people go to theaters to see something, then even if it is streaming. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay.
And I mean, it's Five Nights at Freddy's, man. The movie was great. I can't wait for a sequel. Terrifier 3 gave us a release date of October 25th, 2024.
Okay.
We all knew it.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you know the movie Practical Magic? Were you a fan of that?
That's Sandra Bullock, right?
Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, I don't remember that well.
Really, I watch it every couple of months. Like literally, it's
Every
one of my favorite songs
months?
of movies to fall asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it's easy to fall asleep to.
Okay. Oh,
And,
okay.
like it's like very mellow.
Ringing endorsement. Fall asleep to this movie.
Well, no, I mean it's like because of the
It's
music
comfort.
and stuff like
It's
that in the
comfort.
background
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah, it's comforting. And plus you got Rizzo from Grease in there, and the mom from the Lost Boys is in it. I mean, Practical Magic.
Yeah.
That movie was actually cursed by a witch.
Oh my god.
Practical Magic, despite receiving bad reviews and not performing well at the box office, has become a cult classic over the year. The director consulted a real witch for the movie, but didn't go well as the witch demanded a high payment and then cursed the director for her entire life.
So what's happening? Is the director still alive? Is he?
Yeah, definitely. It's still alive.
Okay.
But so I had a producer call her and offer this, you know, thinking she'd please. And she said, "You think you can buy me off with a hotel and a first class ticket? I want gross points, bitch. I want Practical Magic cookbook. I want some outrageous amount of money in addition." And so she came back. The producer and I just started a rehearsal, and she was really quite shaken. She went, "Oh, they didn't go well at all." And so I went back to my office, and it was on the lot, and I have a voicemail that says, "You think you had misfortune in your life in the past? Well, that's nothing what's coming." And spoken in this tongue, and it was chilling, quite honestly. I hung up the phone immediately. Warner Brothers was sued. I gave them a micro cassette of the audio, and I think they paid her off.
Well, you know. It can't help me one of these
Okay,
days.
we know about Five Nights at Freddy's. We can go through that one. Stephen King's Pet Sematary prequel breaks streaming records despite terrible reviews by Chris.
By you too. You didn't like it either.
Yes, yeah, kind of, yeah. It is one of the most successful things that Paramount Plus has ever put out. The movie, the prequel to 2019 Pet Sematary. The film has a Rotten Tomato score of 23%. But literally over 100 million people watched it last Friday.
Crazy. All right.
Yeah. Highlander, the new movie coming out with Henry Cavill, wants you to know he's not fucking this up, guys. Queen's music is gonna be in the movie. The movie that like literally made Queen a name in music, Highlander, is now going to be in all of it. So
did they
all
do
the songs
soundtrack
for the
for
original Highlander. What?
Queen did the song for Highlander?
Yes.
I did not know that. Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
We want to try to do everything you loved about the original with more, meaning we want to ground it. We want to be a great chance of world building and mythology, but we'll still keep it fun. It's like the Wick movies. You want to experience this world. You want to believe it's real, but it's also 5 degrees off from reality.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't aware that I mean, I knew Queen were famous before 1986 when Highlander came out.
Yeah, you know what?
What?
There's movies that re-merged Queen to famousy. One was Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
2 was Highlander. And of course, the third one is... It's the one movie, because of this movie, made Bohemian Rhapsody like #1 on the chart.
Yeah, you're talking about Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. All right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem 2 will approach a sequel, and this time it is going to be all about the guy we all want, the one we wanted in the first movie, and we didn't quite get him.
Shredder.
It's all about the Shred Man. They're going to be reimagining him. Hopefully, it's not too fucked up away from.
I mean, we liked it. I like that Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah, I've watched it like 3 times since it's been out.
It's a really fun one.
Sylvester Stallone made a major change to the Rocky script because a friend suggested it. If you haven't watched the new Sly autobiography, I watched it last night. Yeah. I got halfway through. I passed out. Like that's when fell asleep last night. But I mean, it's a biography. I like going to sleep watching biographies. But Sylvester Stallone, literally the guy's like, "Hey, you need to put a girlfriend in there because it's not believable he doesn't have a girlfriend." He put in Adrian, and I mean, come on. Who doesn't know? Hey, Adrian.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Scarface reboot hits another snag in his 12-year saga of trying to be remade. The director has left the project, with the latest being Lucha Guadagnino, withdraws director, leaving the project's future uncertain. Good. I don't need a Scarface remake.
I don't need reimagining a Scarface.
Here's a combination that you never thought you'd hear again.
Okay.
2 actors are looking to make a sequel to one of their most famous movies together. The first actor, Billy Crystal.
Okay. Who's the second actor?
The second actor, Danny DeVito. Do you know what movie they were in together?
No, who's that? No. What is it?
They are trying to work on a sequel from Throw Mama from the Train.
Okay.
Instead, the working title right now is Throw Papa from the train.
Okay.
I don't care. Danny DeVito, Billy Crystal. I'll watch it all day long.
I mean, I'm also waiting
Danny DeVito just.
I'm waiting for Stop and My Dad Will Shoot. I'm waiting for that.
One movie in Japan has just this past weekend, 3 days ago, shattered every IMAX debut ever in the country of Japan.
What is it?
Do you want to guess what it is?
I don't know what I guess. What is it?
Godzilla!
Oh, nice.
Godzilla -1 has the largest opening of a live-action movie with over $1.2 million hauled in on the first day alone on 49 IMAX screens.
Is this a Japanese Godzilla movie?
Yes,
Okay.
and it is considered the best Godzilla
I
movie
guess
of
we
all
need to
time.
see it then, right?
I mean, it's not here in America, but we'll look it up. If it is,
they'll make it here.
if it's
somehow.
available, the moment it's available, we'll review it.
Okay.
Space Jam was originally going to get a sequel.
It got one though.
Called
Oh.
Skate Jam.
Skate Jam?
And Tony Hawk was supposed to be the guy in the main role. And he said things just fell through. Barbenheimer parody film is in the works with a $1 million budget. The film, famed B-list horror movie producer Charles Band confirms the upcoming release. A Barbenheimer a cash grab opportunity to have fun with the bizarre coupling of the two movies. The low-budget film is $1 million. Will follow Dr. Bambi J. Barbenheimer, a doll scientist, as she experiments on humanity and its worst and decides to build a giant nuclear bomb to take it all out.
Okay. Well, maybe you may not see it. I don't know.
We're definitely seeing that. Marvel has now made official Blade. The movie is R-rated.
Good.
The people starring in the movie Iron Claw want to go do a match at WWE to promote the A24 film.
I need a giant boner for that
Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White.
I need a giant boner for the film, and I saw a preview for it before the movie I saw on Monday, and yeah, it looks great.
It's going to be awesome. We're going to watch it. Enola Holmes 3 is now in the works at Netflix because that's what we need is more of that of Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah. Who gets enough?
This one got mixed in here, and I'm sorry. This was supposed to be at the beginning, and then you interrupted.
I didn't interrupt shit.
I don't know what you said with the big stuff. At the age of 84, we did lose Pat E. Johnson. If you don't know who Pat E. Johnson is, he is the referee in Karate Kid. He is the one that helped train the guys on the scene of the Karate Kid, and even the great Ralph Macchio released this. It was a sad heart I am sharing. My dear friend Pat has passed away this Sunday morning. He was good to me since I was little and loved me like a father. Because of him, I have the most amazing people in my life, and I'm forever grateful. Pat Johnson will always be legendary to many, including our family. Rest in peace, Uncle Pat. You have fought the good fight. That's sad.
Yeah,
it's sad. We need another football movie, so why don't we make a remake of The Longest Yard?
We already have a remake. We don't need another one.
Is this like the third remake of The Longest Yard now?
Oh, no, man.
Disney and Hulu will start merging into one app starting this December. By spring 2024, they will both be one app.
Cool, I guess.
I know. One less app to fuck with. That's all I care.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Marvel are in rewrites, reconsidering their focus on Conqueror Kane if everything goes wrong with the Jonathan Majors trial. Now, they're very smart because as soon as I started reading this, I was like, that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to get rid of Conqueror Kane, but what villain in the Marvel universe could you replace Conqueror Kane?
Only Neil knows the answer to this question.
We all know the answer to this question. Because good old Conqueror King, you know, one of the most legendary bad guys. There he is, Conqueror King. 1984 this is made, dude. Look at that.
Yeah.
1984.
Okay.
Look at that.
I see it.
Yeah. There's only one bad guy. The biggest, baddest, badass boss bad guy of all of Marvel. Easily the evilest bad guy. And he has not been used in, he's been used in movies.
Just tell me who he is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Doom? Is that what you're talking about?
Dr. Motherfucking Doom!
You have a picture of Dr. Doom on my Facebook. Me and Dr. Doom.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Dr. Doom is the shit. Like, yeah, put it away later. Dr. Doom, literally, if you read a lot of the Marvel comics, he has stolen the power of the Silver Surfer at one time and became the Surfer Extreme. He has had the Infinity Gauntlet, stole it straight from fucking Thanos at one point. And fucking, I mean, if you're going to have somebody steal the powers of Conqueror King and just take that fucking whole thing over, who better?
Yeah,
who better?
Who better?
Who better than Doom?
Who better?
Who better? And that's it, Chris. Let's get to this last movie. That was The Movies Don't Suck and Some of the News. It's me and Chris. Chris sat there while I read a bunch of stuff, even though I can't read.
I commented on it. That's why I'm here. Right? So, we're talking about Killers of the Flower Moon, directed by Martin Scorcese. You guys know who Martin Scorcese is? I don't know where you've been living, but he did Goodfellas. He did Wall Street. He did Hugo. He did Taxi Driver. He did The Irishman. He did classic films that we all know and love. This is also written by Eric Roth and Martin Scorsese. Eric Roth, a longtime Scorsese collaborator when it comes to telling stories. This stars the amazing, always great Leonardo DiCaprio as Ernest Burkhart.
That's fucking it. You stop drinking right now.
Also, Robert De Niro as William Hale.
Fancy talk for a whore. Fancy talk.
Also, Lily Gladstone as Molly Burkhart.
What do you want?
Jesse Plemons as Tom White.
On the way home, I was gonna get us some pizza.
Also, this also stars Tantu Cardinals Lizzie Q, John Lithgow as Prosecutor P. Lord, Brendan Fraser as W.S. Hamilton, Cara Jade Myers as Anna. This also has Jason Isbell, a musician I really love, of Jason Isbell in the Foreign.
Yeah.
He plays Peter Bill Smith. This also stars Scott Shepard, Everett Waller, and I also want to mention Sturgill Simpson in this as Henry Kramer, also another musician that I'm fine with. Why don't you read the story? And Jack White's in this too. Why don't you read the story for this as well?
When oil is discovered in the 1920s Oklahoma under Osage Nation land, the Osage people are murdered one by one until the FBI steps in to unreveal the mystery.
I do like how you did a Savannah accent for instead of an Oklahoma accent. So I do want to mention this. So guys, this movie has an issue, and this issue is that it's 3 hours and 26 minutes long.
It is not 3 hours and 26 minutes long. If it is at home, it is 3 hours and 26 minutes long. But you are in a theater watching this, which adds 30 minutes of previews on top. So if it says 10:15 is the movie doesn't start until 10:45.
Yeah. Okay. So Neil, what we want to say, this movie could have shaved off 45 minutes easy.
Okay. All right. Let me defend my argument about that stuff. Like, and first, let me start popping up the facts about this movie. One thing's this. All right. I live near Osage Nation. I live, like, they own so many, and this is not by any means don't take this as racist or anything like this, but there is a ton of Osage casinos. I actually have worked Osage casinos, and I know the whole Indians own casinos thing. To be honest, it's very true here, and it's not. I don't think it's a bad stereotype. I think it's awesome because they found a way to fucking take all the money back that all the white people stole from them for fucking years. Now, that being said, this is a story that needs to be told. I do not disagree with that. I think this story needed to be told. But Martin Scorsese's vision of this story is bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because as soon as I was done watching this 9.5-hour movie, guess what I went and did?
You did on the internet.
Oh, not only did I dig in the internet, Chris, I just drove right down the fucking street because I live in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And I started asking people about these people. And nobody was good in this whole group. None of them. Like, the guy that Leo plays in this movie is one of the biggest pieces of shit of humanity.
That's what the movie showed.
No, because he didn't even know he was, like, they made it clear that he didn't know what he was doing half the time.
No, but they obviously...
They made him look like he was ignorant.
Well, I will definitely say that he also knew some of what he was doing. He did most of the killing in this movie. He knew exactly what was happening. But they did make it seem like that he was under the spell of... Huh?
It made him seem like he was ignorant. Like, Big Uncle Bobby, or Robert De Niro, Big Uncle Bobby was just like, literally, just like, hey, man, we just need to just get this done. Just go do that. And, all right, yeah, okay, Uncle Bobby, I'll go do it. No, in real life, they planned it all. They planned it together. They were cahoots. There was no leader telling a guy, this is what you need to go do. It was two guys going, okay, how can we take all their money? So basically what this was is that a bunch of white people learned that if they fuck a bunch of Native Americans that own the oil, that they're going to take over their land.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to explain it.
That's the easiest way to make this 3.5-hour movie short. Now, was there good acting? Fucking phenomenal.
Phenomenal. I think that everyone in this movie was amazing at their job.
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio was amazing for sort of playing.
Lily Gladstone knocked it out of the park. She's the best one in the entire movie.
Oh my God, she's so good.
Best one, the entire movie. I don't care for any of these guys to get nominated worth the shit. I've seen Robert De Niro as an angry white guy. I've seen Leo be a dumb white guy. I want Lily Gladstone to get an Oscar.
I also would
what movie? I mean, besides Margot Robbie, who has a chance?
I like Tennessee Cardinal in this. Is like Lizzie Q, Molly's mom. She's great in this.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah. I liked Minnie, Jillian Dion who played Minnie. I liked Cara J. Myers play all the people, and even we'll talk even about Jesse Plemons, who I just think he's great and everything. The acting in this is great. The story is engaging, even though it used a little bit of could used. Like I said, 45 minutes didn't need to be in there.
Yeah, there's like, okay, dude, this could have easily been a 2-hour, 30-minute movie.
And it didn't seem weird with the ending of the movie. The way it ended was kind of weird. Like they're like, okay, we can't fit another 45 minutes in this. Wasn't it like this? Didn't that seem kind of weird to you? The way it ended? Yeah.
And the other thing is this. All right, seriously, all you had to do was Martin Scorsese did Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There's that montage scene where Ray Liotta and Joe Pesci is going around whacking people left and right. They could have done that with Leo, knocked out 45 minutes of this fucking movie.
It's really fucking long, guys, and I don't know if it's because Martin Scorsese, and they're like, yes, sir, whatever. That's not to say I didn't like that. I'm not gonna say I didn't like this movie because I did. There's parts of that.
But this is the day and age where you're not going to get people to sit in a fucking theater for 3 hours, bro.
Yeah. I mean, even Alfred Hitchcock said that the length of the movie should not exceed the limits of a human bladder, which is, he's right.
And look, some of these theaters have put intermission breaks in the middle of it, and now the studios are going after them for doing that. And to be honest, no, I think this is one of those movies that you can perfectly do that. There is a perfect stopping point where you could literally be like, all right, here's 10-minute intermission, come back. Because there is a certain spot in this movie right in the middle that you're kind of like, oh, maybe maybe that person wasn't as good as I thought they were. Oh, maybe that person, oh shit, like there's a flip of it where you're like, okay, this is nice, everybody loves each other, blah, blah, blah. And then there's like a certain moment right in the middle of that, like right about that hour and a half, 2 hour mark, where it was like, oh, no, they're all rotten pieces of shit.
I do want to mention the movie is based on the nonfiction book Killers of the Flower Moon by David Gran. So that's
been a decade researching the material for his acclaimed book, Killer of the Flowers Moon, Oil, Money, Murder, and the Birth of the FBI.
Which my dad said was a hell of a book. I didn't read it because I'm busy reading fiction right now. But I did see the movie, and I like this movie. It's just really fucking long, and that's there's a problem when you as someone you say, yeah, I liked it, but it was 3 hours and 26 minutes long, not including previews, which means that.
And here's some great little facts I found about this movie too. Are you ready? This is fact number 1. In 2007, when he won the Academy Award for Best Director, Marty Scorcese said in his speech that he hoped he would work with Leonardo DiCaprio for another 12 years. Upon this film's release, his wish was manifested.
Because this movie is 12 hours long. 12 years long.
Yes. Number 2, Robert De Niro is 80, and the person he played was only 45.
Yeah, so
that means the guy he played, an 80-year-old man, to look like a 45-year-old.
Oh, he definitely
back
did.
then.
He did look 80.
Back then.
Okay, back then.
So, like, literally, a guy who's a year older than me, was played by an 85-year-old man, or an 80-year-old man. That's just messed up.
Yeah.
Now, again, this is another one. DiCaprio was originally cast to play the FBI agent Tom White,
played by Jesse Plemons.
The murders.
Yeah.
But then Scorsese changed the focus of the film to the relationship between Molly and Ernest, which is DiCaprio and Lily Gladstone. So DiCaprio jumped out, and what do you do when you don't have DiCaprio? You go get his lookalike, Jesse Plemons.
I don't think anything like, but I will tell you, man. For a second, I actually believed Ernest in Molly's love until the shit that happened. Like, because they slowly reveal what happens. I'm not giving anything away, but it's kind of it upset me in ways that I couldn't explain.
And guess when that was?
When?
What are about 1 hour and 45 perfect time to go pee, kind of get that in your brain a little bit, come back and be like, oh man, now I have a different thought on where this movie's going. Like that.
I did like the slow reveal, but it was too slow because no movie should ever be this long. And I'm glad they didn't make it in 2 movies, but you know, whatever. This is
I mean, what is the only movie besides this that was that long is what? Endgame?
Maybe Irishman too, as well. The Irishman.
Yeah, but that was not in a theater.
Irishman. Oh, you're right. Oh, they did do the theaters, but how long was Endgame?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That wasn't at a fucking theater.
Where you Endgame was 3 hours and 2 minutes, and pushing it. But Killers of the Flower Moon, 3 hours 26 minutes.
Here's one thing we do have to put in there. Okay. This is a sad moment of the movie, or a sad part of this entire film. The great Osage and Cherokee Indian, Larry Sellers. This was his last movie that he did. Larry Sellers also did Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Wayne's World 2. He was the naked Indian spirit in Wayne's World 2 and stuff like that. He is an Osage language instructor, and he was one of the instructors on this movie. He did Lightning Jack. He did Son of the Morning Star, Assassination, 4 Sheets to the Wind. So he had a lot of good movies.
He was Nanhan Zinga in this movie. That was.
And did you see The People though?
What do you mean?
Did you go look for The People?
Yeah.
Like, here's one photo. of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
This is everyone involved.
That's a 45-year-old man.
That is a 45-year-old.
How
he
is that
45
possible?
years old in that picture. Yeah. Here, 1 second. I got side by sides. Where's that? Boom.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
That is a 45-year-old. He an 80-year-old man played a 45-year-old man.
Convincingly, I'll say.
Convincingly. Yeah. Here's another side by side. That's
pretty accurate. Actually.
Jesse Plemons. Hey,
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons actually looks more like that dude than Leo did.
Yeah. Honestly.
Here is Molly.
They're both
and Lily. Molly.
They're both gorgeous.
Burkhart and Lily Gladstone. They look pretty much close.
Yeah.
They're in resemblance.
Uh-huh.
And the thing is, another one. Here's Leo and Ernest.
That's pretty close, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one's it. But the other thing is too, okay, I gotta mention this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Throughout the movie, I don't know if Leo was because in the movie his uncle is Robert De Niro,
Mm-hmm.
but he kept on doing the Robert De Niro face the entire by the end of the movie.
Yeah. The squinting, yeah. He did much of that.
And I was just like, dude is like really like he's turning into Robert De Niro. Like when Robert passes, we have him. He's right there. His name's Leo.
So real quick, do the length of this movie, and or even the content. Would you recommend people to see this movie?
Now, I would not recommend them to see this in a theater.
Are you at home though? Like when they can
at home when this gets released, when this gets released, it's at home because the message is very clear.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like what Watchmen, the series, did with Black Wall Street here in Tulsa.
Yeah.
It made public to everybody. Hey, look, this is shit that you whiteys did again.
Yeah.
And you guys don't need to act like you're high and powerful because, to be honest, you are shitty human beings. This is literally a story. Literally, these people realize they fucked up. So the only way they could go is by fucking everybody. To like, I mean, how do you sacrifice your whole entire life to go fuck someone just so you can steal their money and their land? That is the most fucked up story. I'm sorry that I'm saying the F-bomb so much. I usually don't, but I mean.
Oh yeah, because everyone cares.
Well, I know, but like literally, it's just like, it's a story that needs to be seen.
Yeah.
It needs to be right there in everybody's face, that a bunch of Republicans just try to steal all Native Americans' land and by screwing their brains out.
So I do think that if you like Scorsese and you want to spend and you have 4 hours to spend in the movie theater, I'd recommend you go see it. If not, it's probably fine to wait for home. It's a long ass movie. I do think it was masterfully directed. It is great. I thought the cinematography was great. I think that everything that Scorsese does great is exhibited in this movie. But it is really long. I think he needs a different editor, maybe.
You can't sit there and complain about a 4 hour long or 3.5 hour long comic book movie and then make a 3 hour and a half movie. All right. You can't do that, bro. You can't.
And I'm still mad at you for that.
I'm sorry.
Marty.
Well, I'm just mad that like this whole argument against comic book movies and blah, blah, blah. Look, dude, guess what? That's all art. People created everything behind me. Everything. Chris?
Yeah.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, you froze up.
Yeah, this thing was falling on me, so.
Yeah, but anyway, literally, this is all art. Everything behind me, if you guys, I know you're not visually watching, people are listening. I have nothing but comic books. I got action figures. I have movie stuff. I have pro wrestling stuff. All that is art. It is art. Someone wrote that. Someone took time to create that from the ground, from their mind.
Mm-hmm.
That is art. And for anybody to ever, especially a man who read someone else's fucking book and then made a movie about it, go in there and yell at these motherfuckers for making shit based on their stuff. Fuck that. I don't like that. If you're an artist, you can't diss other people's art just because you don't like it.
Right.
You can't do that. You can be like, hey, that's not my thing. That might be your thing, but that's not my thing. But don't do that. Don't be that guy.
I knew we got quotes ready for this.
Oh, you damn straight. I got 17 pages worth.
Okay, try to condense it.
I know. I'm just kidding. I don't have 17 pages. Okay. I condensed it when I was watching the movie, dude. I was like, all right, that's a good one. I'm just going to let that go. This is a cattle ranch. No oil here. No oil means no stress. Here, money flows freely. Oh, I do like that money, sir. Oh, man, you keep that thing wrapped out there? I won't be trouble, sir. I won't do stupid things. She is not only beautiful, she is a full-blood estate. That must been engine for handsome. That must been engine for handsome devil. We finally found a new and stranger land. It's called Oklahoma. That made me laugh so hard. Come on. Yeah, I know it's serious in the movie, but man, that made me laugh really hard. Did you just call me a coyote? Chris, I don't like whiskey. I love whiskey. You would never know that. Oh, no, not that one. You think I open my legs for any man? These people are bums. We can't go to the government to help us. We can't go to the state of Oklahoma to help us. Why would they do that? We were here before them. The Osage cannot die. If the Osage is dying, you do not die alone. You take them with you. Mm-hmm. I love money. I just love money so much. I love money more damn near more than my wife. Honey, with that, you're going to try to wake the kids up. This blanket is a target on our backs. I have a lot of friends, which means I have a lot of attorneys. You have a better chance of convicting a guy for killing a dog than an Indian. Just a statement, innocent. Just a statement, innocent. Innocent as a newborn baby. How did the jail escape go? Well, hell, I'm sitting here talking to you. True crime stories, right to you. True crime stories right to you from the desk of the one and only J. Edgar Hoover. That's it.
All right. What's your score on this, Neil?
All right. I want y'all to know this. This is because this movie is 3.5 hours long. Still going to give it a 4.2. Mm-hmm. If it was 45 minutes less, I could have almost gave this a perfect 5. Yeah. But man, you can't bitch about other movies being too long and being too much, and then you make a movie that is too long.
I'm gonna go 4.2 as well. Like you said, this could use some editing, lots of it. But it's a story that needs to be told. It's also masterfully told, and it packs a punch. It makes you think. All right. So Neil, what is the audience score for Killers of the Flower Moon?
63%.
84%.
84%. I thought they were going to be because of the length. I thought they were going to go down because of the length.
Here's the audience says they have actually audience thing on this. Strong acting, gorgeous cinematography, and a powerful story keeps Killers of the Flower Moon engrossing in spite of its slower pace and extreme length. All right, Neil, what is the critic score for Killers of the Flower Moon?
91.
Certified Fresh in 93%.
I was off by 2. Gosh dang it. Why am I always like off by 2 anymore? I used to hit them on the mark like every week.
Critics' consensus is enormous in runtime, theme, and achievement. Killers of the Flower Moon is a sobering appraisal of America's relationship with indigenous peoples and yet another artistic zenith for Marty Scorcese and his collaborators. All right, I'm going to review a bad review and a good review. This is from David Newstar of Real Film Reviews. He says, a palpable misfire that could and most certainly should have topped out at around 2 hours, which is, whatever. And then this is, everyone else is sucking the Dixon movie. This is from Max Weiss of the Baltimore Magazine. He says, yes, the film was 3.5 hours. What's so impressive about it is how Scorsese manages to inject urgency into even small moments. So, a lot of people like this movie. Liked it just fine. So next week, I think that's what I would say about it. If you guys can't hold your piss, I guess just wait till it comes to your house. That's fine by me. Next week we're doing The Killer, and we're doing The Marvels, because I know Neil's excited about at least one of those. Man,
I had all these background pictures. I didn't use a single one of them.
It's okay.
I only used the one this was a field in Oklahoma with an oil rig that's right in the middle of us. Yeah. But this is the city that the movie was in that is now still standing. There's the Osage Nation, when you're going in, and this is the old photos of the people in the movie.
Cool.
Yeah, I had all these, and I'm I didn't even use one. Oh, except for the one, whatever. Anyway, I quit. This is a good movie. Again, like Chris said, definitely this is one of those movies you wait to the end. You wait till it comes out, bro. Because to be honest, unless you want to sit in the theater, and that's okay. It's cool. If you want to sit in a theater in the dark alone watching this movie for hours, that's awesome. Because guess what? Me and Chris do that constantly. It's kind of our thing. It's kind of one of our hobbies. Yeah. Like all these other hobbies I have, I still have the hobby that I like to be secluded in a movie theater watching a movie by myself. Just for hours.
Watching a movie with everyone else by yourself. So
yeah. Well, there's times that that there's tons of other people and stuff like that. But there's other times that, man, I'm not gonna lie, I love nothing more than being in a theater by myself, watching a movie on the big screen, IMAX, whatever. It's just amazing.
All right, you can find some online movies on suck.net. We're at w2mnet.com. That's w2moviesnet.com. You'll find us there along with a bunch of other really cool podcasts. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. And we're also at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. You'll find our stuff there. Go to bonfire.com/moviesdon'tsuck and something to do. You'll find cool little shirts with our logo and other stuff Neil's made. If you're listening to the Facebook on that page, if you're watching us on YouTube, and subscribe. And honestly, if you're listening to us on any podcast app, hit that little subscribe button, and whenever this is uploaded, you'll get it waiting for you with a big, nice audio hook from Neil and I. All right, dude. What do we do for small businesses?
You got a small business, let us know. We'll put your information right here on the podcast. Your information out there for our thousands of listeners, our million of followers, because we want to help you just like you help us.
Are you good, dude?
Yeah, let's do it. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, if you need a good lawyer in life, or you just need a movie to teach you the lessons of life, sometimes you just need to pick up a book and realize what the true history of our nation is. Have a good night.